When the funeral ended and the last chair was folded, everyone returned to their lives believing that the story was over. But stories rarely end where people expect them to. For Samuel Rowan, the story did not end at the grave where his wife's name was carved into stone. That was only the moment when noise finally stopped and truth began speaking quietly. Samuel had been married to Elena for 36 years. Their life was not extraordinary in the way movies describe love. There were no dramatic confessions, no grand adventures across continents. There were routines, shared mornings, silent understandings, and small habits that stitched two lives together so tightly that neither noticed the seam. Elena always watered the plants at dawn. Samuel always locked the door twice. She hummed while cooking. He pretended not to listen, yet missed it when it stopped. When Elena passed away after a short illness, people told Samuel he was strong. They said he was handling it well. He nodded politely, because explaining pain felt exhausting. Strength, he learned, was simply grief with good manners. The house grew quieter than silence. Objects remained exactly where Elena left them, but meaning leaked out slowly, like air from a forgotten balloon. Samuel continued living carefully, as if loud movements might disturb her absence. Days blended into each other until time stopped feeling linear. One afternoon, while cleaning a drawer he had avoided since Elena's passing, Samuel found a small notebook wrapped in cloth. Inside were handwritten letters, not addressed to him, but about him. Elena had written them over the years, moments captured quietly. Today Samuel laughed without realizing it. He worries too much, but loves deeply. I hope he forgives himself for things he never did wrong. Samuel sat on the floor for hours, reading. For the first time since her death, he cried without control. Not because she was gone, but because she had seen him so clearly while he had spent years rushing past himself. That night, Samuel did something unusual. He opened the window. Fresh air entered the room like permission. Something shifted inside Samuel after that day. Not healing. Not closure. Just movement. He began volunteering at a community center, not to help, but to be around life again. He listened more than he spoke. People noticed. At night, Samuel started writing, not about Elena's death, but about their life. Ordinary moments. Missed opportunities. Gratitude. Regret spoken gently. Through writing, Samuel realized something important: love does not disappear when someone leaves. It changes shape. It becomes responsibility. Years passed. Samuel grew older, slower, kinder with himself. He learned that grief never shrinks, life grows around it. On his 70th birthday, Samuel returned to the park bench. He felt Elena, not as loss, but as presence within memory. He whispered, "I continued." And somewhere, in the quiet spaces between moments, that was enough. Because the greatest proof of love is not how deeply we mourn, but how fully we live after the last goodbye.